Okay, let's be brutally honest for a second. We have all been there. It's late. You're staring at a textbook or maybe a glowing screen, and there's just this mountain of notes in front of you. And that little voice in your head, it starts to whisper. When am I ever going to use this, right? Why does this formula even matter? Why am I memorizing this date? And look, I need you to know that feeling is 100% valid. It's so frustrating when it feels like you're just jumping through hoops to pass a test.
But this is exactly where we have to flip the script. I need you to just completely erase the idea that studying is about getting an A. It's not. It's about building the mental framework, the infrastructure you need to not just get by, but to actually thrive out there in the real world.
I mean, just look at what's happening in the world. The AI revolution is exploding. We're in a race for green energy. We're seeing breakthroughs in medicine that literally sound like science fiction. And who do you think is behind all of that? The people writing those algorithms, designing those systems, they sat in the exact same chair you're in, pushing through the same frustrations with complex algebra, tough physics, and dense coding classes.
So this presents you with a choice. See, every single late-night study session, every tough problem you wrestle with, that's training. You can be a passive consumer of the future, just watching the news, or you can be an active architect of it. You can be the one creating the news. And the work you're putting in right now, that's what decides which one it's going to be.
Now, let's bring this down to earth, to your actual life. Picture yourself at 25. You're about to sign a lease for your first apartment, or maybe you're taking out a loan to start a business. The world, my friend, is built on fine print and compound interest. And if you haven't trained your brain to think critically, to spot the red flags, to understand the math behind the money, well, you're going to get taken advantage of. This stuff isn't just for a class. This is your real-world armor.
And that's the real payoff here. You know, money can be lost. Opportunities can fade. But the knowledge you're building right now, that raw ability to think and to solve problems, that is permanent. It becomes a part of who you are. It is the one thing, the only thing, that no one can ever take away from you.
You know, every time you force yourself to stare down a problem that feels way too hard, you're building something incredibly valuable. It's called grit. And this isn't about memorizing facts. It's about forging mental toughness. You're practicing the one core skill that defines success in literally any field, becoming a problem solver. Think of it like this. Your brain is a muscle, and every difficult problem you tackle, that's a rep at the gym. You are literally doing reps for your brain, strengthening its ability to analyze, to adapt, to execute. And guess what? Out in the real world, society deeply respects and rewards people who can solve the hard problems. That is where true career growth comes from.
So with every chapter you read, every equation you solve, you're not just studying for some test. You are fundamentally upgrading your own operating system. You're installing new software that's going to make you faster, more efficient, and way more capable in everything you do for the rest of your life. So the next time you feel that motivation starting to slip, I want you to just zoom out for a second. This isn't about getting a grade to please a teacher or a parent. This is about your future, your autonomy. You're studying to give yourself the tools you need to be independent, to make an impact, and to call your own shots. Let me say that again because it's important. You are studying for your power. The power to understand the world around you, the power to navigate it successfully, and yeah, the power to shape it into what you want it to become.
So the only question that's left, the one that really truly matters, is this. With the skills you are building right now, with this mental operating system that you are upgrading every single day, what will you build? What problems will you solve? What will you create? So take a breath.